Greetings, everybody. Nick DiVirgilio here, and today's video is on these new Zildjian K paper-thin crash cymbal collection. The new Zildjian paper-thin crashes are really great. They have a beautiful sound. They feel great to hit, which is super important for a cymbal. And they show off why the artisans at Zildjian are true masters of the craft. Zildjian began offering paper-thin cymbals way back as early as the 1950s. Zildjian recently did a long review of over 70 years of cymbal trends to see what sound stood the test of time. They also had lots of requests from pros and weekend warriors alike to bring back cymbals of this weight class. Now, Zildjian is adding 5 different crash cymbals to their iconic K family. If you love great cymbals like I do, you're going to want to take a closer look at these new Zildjian K paper-thin crashes. With that said, let's get into the details and hear these cymbals some more. As thin as these cymbals are, they really are very strong, so don't be afraid to hit them hard and hear the explosive, dark crash like this. The sound is warm, but bright at the same time, but the brightness goes away so quickly, so that's what makes them great and really versatile. When you do hit them hard, it's not fatiguing on the ear at all, especially from the drummer's perspective. These cymbals have a great sound even for the hardest of rock and roll. But when you're playing something funky or some jazz or country or something in a house of worship setting or anything in between, I think you're going to find these cymbals incredibly versatile for all types of music. A key feature of these cymbals is Zildjian's 3-step hammering process. It unlocks the cymbal's flexibility, but also brings out the nuances in the sound. That thin profile gives you that shimmer when you hit it hard, but also a low-end resonance that is just beautiful. Zildjian Ks are known to be darker than their cousins in the A family, and to me that's what makes these cymbals so cool. It's like you get the dark and the light, or should I say the dark and the bright within the same cymbal. And the way you hit these cymbals will determine the vibe, the sound, the reaction, and the feel. These are true musical instruments. In this line of cymbals, you get an 18-inch crash, a 19-inch crash, a 20, a 21, and a 22-inch crash. So now let me play each cymbal individually a little bit more. You can hear the difference in tone, in pitch, and all of that kind of thing. So I'm going to start with the 18-inch, and then I'll make my way around all the way to the big boy, the 22 on my right. And just listen for the pitch difference, the warmness, and the way each cymbal reacts. Here we go. You get that nice initial bright attack when you first strike the cymbal, which is going to be great for all kinds of music. But then when it dissipates, it has a nice long, dark tail, which is just gorgeous. That makes these cymbals perfect for all kinds of things, like a cymbal swell. You don't play cymbal swells all the time, but they are very important in certain parts of your songs, right? Ends of songs, crescendos into certain sections of songs. And man, these cymbals will do great for that kind of thing. So I'm going to pick the 22 and the 19 and do a swell for you. See what you think of the sound. Now the 18 and the 20. And just because I don't want the 21 to be lonely, that cymbal on its own. Yeah, just a beautiful tone that's not fatiguing. It's just got a nice, pleasant sound. The brightness gets to the top and then just washes away in a really cool way. So these cymbals are thin, especially towards the edge. And when you get to the bigger guy over here, the 22, when you hit it hard, you can really see it just wobbling and doing its thing as it's dissipating in tone. Check it out. See that, especially towards the end as it's almost completely gone, you really see the cymbal moving. And what's cool about that is that in that wobbliness, if that's even a word, there's strength in there too. That's gonna let the cymbal breathe and move, so it's not gonna be so stiff. That's a really good thing when you're playing hard rock and roll with these cymbals. You're gonna want the cymbals to give a little bit. When you're crashing on them and hitting them hard, that give will make the cymbals last a lot longer. As always, when I do these videos with various cymbals, I like to hit them with different implements. And boy, do these cymbals sound good with different kinds of sticks. A good thing to do with your crash cymbals is use them as ride cymbals if you want to. You know, there's really no rules. Even though the cymbal says crash on it, do whatever you want with it. It's a cymbal, it's an instrument, be creative. So get yourself some sticks with some nylon tips, play them softly, and just groove away. Yeah, these cymbals sound amazing, especially the bigger ones with the nylon tip sticks, little jazz pattern. They sound absolutely gorgeous. Now I have some nylon brushes. These cymbals sound amazing with these kinds of brushes. Of course, regular wire brushes will sound great too, but just listen to the nuance and how these cymbals sound so beautiful, even at a very low volume. Here we go. Brushes and the 22-inch paper-thin crash. Listen for the quah. It's got a fantastic quah sound. Here we go. I love that. I try to describe it as the sound goes wow. And I know it goes by fast, and maybe it's just my ear, but I really hear that sound come through on cymbals like this. It makes me laugh with musical joy. I really dig it. And last but not least is some regular old wood dowel sticks. Now these are the really thin kind. These are the cool rods. But they have a great sound. You can hit them pretty hard too. Last thing I want to demonstrate with these cymbals, just say you get inspired and you buy all 5 of these crashes. I want to play each one so you can really hear the pitch difference between small to big. Check it out. Could you hear it? Let's do it one more time. Da 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 da. Super musical and super inspiring. And there you have it. Wonderful new cymbals from Zildjian. These K paper thins are super inspiring to hear and to play. If the current cymbals in your collection are feeling a bit lonely and they need some new friends, cymbals always need new friends, then I encourage you to reach out to your Sweetwater sales engineer or head over to the awesome Sweetwater.com website and grab yourself 1, 2, or go whole hog and get all 5 of these awesome crash cymbals. Thank you so much for watching this, everybody. I'm Nick DiVirgilio, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click right here for more videos just like this one, or go to Sweetwater.com for all your music, instrument, and pro audio needs.